Hello guys, welcome to the channel. João here. So today we are going to build a BMI calculator by using Python and Tkinter. Okay, so this is a very easy calculator, as I always say. Okay, those projects are for those who are beginner in Python. Okay, who just came from Python beginner and want to see Python in action, and also want to practice Python so that they can improve their skills and their ability of understanding code. So that's why I used to create those kind of small projects so that people can use them to practice, okay, to get more experience in Python. So this is a calculator that helps us to calculate someone body mass and index. Okay, so it's a very common app that many people used to do when they are starting with Python projects. So that's why we are going to create the same project. Okay, so how this project works? So this project works in the same way. Okay, so for example, we have to enter here someone weight. For example, let's say someone has 78. Okay, and this guy has like a for height like a 1.6. okay, so if we click in calculate, okay, it will give us some numbers. So for example, we got the 30.47. so he said that your body your body mass and index is obesity. Okay, so there are some conditions that will be applying here, okay, which will give us the result. So if someone is underweight, if someone is normal weight, and someone is overweight, and someone is obesity. Okay, so this is the calculator we are going to create by using Python Tkinter. So in order to create this calculator, okay, so let's try to give more examples. So let's say if someone has, for example, okay, if his height is like a 1.8, if I calculate, okay, that means that this person is normal. Okay, his body mass and index is normal. So there are a lot of conditions that we can apply. Like let's increase at least here for the, let's say 89. If I create like overweight, okay, like it's overweight, so that means you need to work out and so that it can lose some kind of weight or something like that. So this calculator is a very good example, it's a very good exercise. So let's create this by using Python Tkinter. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is that, okay, first we need to import Python in our script. So I'm going to save everything here. So I'm going to get a new script. Okay, let me save this, and I'm going to call it like as a main main.py. Okay, perfect. So as always, the first thing that we need to do is importing Tkinter inside of our script. So for that we are going to do from Tkinter, okay, from Tkinter import, let's import everything. Okay, import R. Then we are going to have something more like this, from Tkinter imports, okay, ttk. Perfect. So this way we just import Tkinter inside of our script. Okay, so there are some colors that I'm going to use here in this project. Okay, so you don't need to work from this color. Okay, I'm going to keep everything in the description of this video. So the color are those. Okay, so these are the color that we are going to use. So as you guys can see, this application, okay, this app, we stylize it as like dark mode. Okay, so we have some dark color here, some white, and some things like that. So we are going to do the same thing. Okay, so those colors are the ones that they are going to help us to obtain the same result. So that's why those colors you don't need to worry. I'm going to keep them in the description of this video. So save this. So after that we are going to create first this empty window. So for that we are going to create a window. Let's say window, okay, window will be equal tk, this way. First, this t is a capital, okay, and k is a normal, okay, is a small normal. So after that, let's create a window. Let's define a title for our window. Okay, window.title, open and close. So here we are going to do something like this. Okay, so let's define, let's say BMI calculator. It's better if we give capital calculator. I'm going to save this. So after defining the title of our calculator, let's define the dimension, okay, the size of our app. So this will be something like that, window dot geometry. So this is the one that can help us give the size of our window. Okay, so let's use for width. Okay, we are going to give 400. Okay, yeah, 400 will be enough. 400 x, okay, 400, okay, something like that. 400. Now let's put 410, will be better. 410. Okay, I'm going to save, and after that let's define also, okay, the background color of our window. So we'll put window dot config, okay, configure window dot configure will be open. So for background we use bj will be equal, let's use c01, okay, c01, sorry, core 1, okay, is this guy, okay, which is dark background. So after that, let's run our window. So this will be window dot main loop, okay, main loop, so that we can keep the windows run safe. Then I'm going to run this, execute. As we can say, now we have this guy, okay, now we have this window. So this same window, let's divide it into 2 frames, okay. One frame will be like a top frame that we are going to put the name of the app, and another frame will be a bottom frame, okay, so that we're going to have some buttons and some stuffs more. So for that, let's do something like this, okay. So here inside, let me give some space and come here in between. So let's say frames, okay, frames. So these frames, the first frame that, as I said, okay, we are going to create will be frame top, okay. This frame top will be equal frame, okay. Then after that, we are going to put it inside of a window, comma. Then let's give a width of 360 for this frame, comma, and height also. We need to give height for this same frame. Height will be equal 770, okay. And bj background of this frame, let's define as a core 4, okay, as a core 4. And then also let's define some pad y for this same frame, okay. Let's say pad y will be equal 10, comma, and the pad x will be equal 10 also. Then let's keep like this itself, okay. So let's save, and after that, let's do something like this, okay. Frame underscore top, okay, dot, here we are going to use a grid, okay, grid system. So for that, let's do something like that, grid, open and close. Let's put it in the row equal 0, okay, comma, and column, okay, column will be also equal 0, comma, and let's use stick 5, okay, stick this way, sticky will be equal north, south, east, and west, something like this. Save. And if I run this guy, now we can see we have this one, okay, this frame. So for now, let's keep this like this, okay, because when we are going to put some stuff here inside, this one will increase, okay, the width will increase a little bit. So now let's create ourselves frame bottom. So frame bottom will be something like this, okay. I'm going to copy this, I'll just paste here. Oh, I did a mistake. Let me copy this and I'll paste. Instead of top, let's change to bottom, okay. So this will be the same, but here in the height we are going to change a little bit. So let's put 320, okay, 320. And for background, let's use core 3, okay. For pad y, let's increase a little bit for 20. The same goes to pad x, let's give 20, okay, sorry, it's 300, okay, 20, perfect. So now, and this guy, okay, the frame bottom is going a little down to row 1. Here, let's keep the way that it is, okay. I'm going to save and run this. Boom, as you said, now we have this is the frame, okay. This is the main window. So this is the frame top, this is the frame bottom. So the next step now, let's apply some kind of style here in this okay, in this window. So for that, let's do something like this, okay. Let's create a variable called style, okay, will be equal ttk, okay, dot, this is capital S, okay, dot style this way, okay, dot style, open and close. What we want to apply style, we want to apply style in our window. So let's write window, okay, save. Then after that, let's choose which style that we want to use, okay. Then say style dot theme, okay, which is a theme that we want to apply, theme use, okay, use. So Tkinter has a lot of style, so you can search about this, but there is another style which is very good, that is called clam, this way, clam. Save. Then I'm going to run this. Boom, the style is already applied here, okay, in our window. So perfect. Now after that, let's define, okay, the name of the app, which is this guy, okay, BMI calculator. So for that, let's create a label that's going to give us this, okay. So for that, let's do something like this, okay. Here let's say, okay, configuring top frame, configuring top frame. Okay, let's do something like this. Perfect. So for configuring top frame, let's create one label, app. So app name, so this app name will be equal label, okay, open and close. So here let's say frame top, comma, let's give a test. Test will be the name of the app, that is BMI calculator, okay, calculator, comma, okay. Let's give also some width for this guy. So let's give some width, so it will be width, okay. Width will be equal 23, comma, height also, height will be equal 1, that is enough. So come a little bit here in front, so let's just organize everything in the same line. Then let's define also pad x will be equal 0, okay. Also I have to put comma here, okay, comma, pad x will be equal 0, comma, and let's use also anchor, no, relief, which is style, okay, relief, this way, relief will be equal, let's use flat, which is a very good one, which is the default one, by the way. And anchor also, anchor will be equal, let's say center, we want everything in the center, in the middle, and comma. Then let's give a font, okay. So for the fonts, let's use font equal, okay, open and close, let's use Helvetica, Helvetica 18, which will be the size, and let's say bold, okay, comma. For BJ will be equal core 4, comma, and for FJ will be equal core 1, okay. Save. Then after this, okay, sorry, I delete by mistake. And after this, let's say now app name, okay, app name dot, okay, app name dot, let's use place, okay, app name dot place, because we need to show it, place, open close. For x, let's put on 0, x equals 0. For y, okay, y will be equal 15, okay. Save. And if I run this guy, boom, now we have the name of the app, okay. So the next one that we will need, okay, we need to create some not frame, okay, some label for these two, and entry also, okay. So first let's create this one, say, then we'll copy paste and change the things for this one also, okay. So first let's create this one, this entry. So for that we are going to do something like this, okay. Let me come back here, okay. Okay, let's say something like that, okay. Let's use this guy also, we can reuse, come here and paste. Then let's say configuring bottom frame, okay. So here in bottom frame, first let's create a label for height. So let's just copy this guy, okay. Let's copy this guy, come here and paste. First thing that we need to do is change the name. Let's change the name to L, okay. This will be for the weight of the person, so let's say weight, okay, weight. So after weight, let's say something like that, okay. Instead of frame top, is going to be in the frame bottom, that is because it's supposed to show down. So after that, let's change the name here on the text, okay. So we have to tell him something like that, okay. Enter your weight, okay. Enter your weight, okay, your weight, enter your weight, okay. So it's supposed to be in kj, okay, kj. So let's put like something like that, okay. So you must know. Then after this, okay, we don't need the width, okay. Let's remove the width, bye bye. And the height, we can keep the height, no problem. So the pad x also, we don't need them, we can remove this guy, okay, bye bye. And even for the anchor, we can keep anchor. Okay, let's keep it center. Even relief, let's keep flat. But here on the font, okay, let's decrease it to 12. Will be good. Let's keep bold. Okay, for BJ, let's change it to 3. Okay, and for FG, let's change to 0. Okay, if I save this and if I run, let me see. Oh, I did some mistake. Let's remove this background, which is not good at all. So let's come here, and instead of place, let's remove place. We are going to use grid system. Okay, so let's just come here and copy this guy, grid. Okay, I'm going to paste here. So I did a mistake. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be here, so let me give some Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Okay, perfect, save. And it was supposed to be here. Okay, and let me run this because I think I made some mistake. Yeah, this guy became small. Okay, it's my mistake. Let me give some Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Yep, and if I Ctrl Z, yeah, Ctrl Y, save. Okay, so we are doing on this guy. Okay, we are doing this guy, not that one. My mistake. If I save and if I run, let me see how I am. Okay, we are here. So this guy, let's give it 12. Okay, save. If I run, perfect. So instead of BG4, let's use 3. Save, run. Okay, and FJ instead of 1, let's give it 0. Save, run, because 0 is white. Okay, perfect. That's what we need. And then instead of this place, we are going to use grid system. Okay, so this will be 0, row 0. Okay, and column is going to be on in the okay, in the column 0 also. Let's use stick phi. After stick phi, let's use pad y here. Okay, pad y will be equal 10 comma, let's give a little space. Okay, let's put it a little down, and for pad x will be equal 10 also. Okay, save, and if I run this guy, and boom, now we have this. Okay, so after that, let's create the entry for the weight. Okay, so for the entry for the weight, we can do something like this. See, E will be weight again, weight will be equal entry. Okay, so this entry will be in the frame bottom, sorry, frame, or in the frame bottom, comma, then for width of will be 15 is enough, comma, and let's use some font. Okay, so let's just copy this guy. Okay, copy this, come here and paste. Okay, font, so let's keep Helvetic, but let's remove bold. Okay, remove bold, and we want the cursor to be in the middle. Okay, so here let's say justify, okay, will be equal, I'm going to do this, then let's say center. Okay, comma, let's come a little down, go, at least here it will be good. So let's give another things also, and let's use a style. Okay, relief. So for relief, let's use solid this way. Okay, solid, everything capital, and for BJ will be equal core 1, comma, and for FG will be equal core 0. Okay, save. If I run this guy, let's see. Oh, first we need to show it, I forgot. Perfect. So this guy will be the again. Okay, E, what is it? Okay, it's supposed to be here. This will be E weight. Okay, dot, and we are going to use grid system. Let's use this guy, copy and paste. So for the grid will be in row 0, so this guy is going to be in row 1. Okay, and we don't need this stick phi, but for pad y, let's keep everything like this. Okay, save, and if I run this, boom, now we have it. Okay, so see the cursor is in the middle. If I type something, it's gonna come. Okay, so let's say 78. Perfect. Okay, so now let's do the another one for the height. Okay, so let's do for this guy now. Let's do for this. Okay, so since they are the same, let's just copy and paste and make the change. Okay, so I'm going to copy everything, come a little down, and paste. So let's change the variable names first, since all of them they are same. So let's change to height. Okay, so it will be height this way. Perfecto. Then remove. So since they are height, where it start, okay, start from here. So let's say enter your height. Okay, enter your height. Okay, in meter. Enter your height in meter. You know, m will be enough. Okay, everything is same, so nothing's gonna change, so we'll keep the same way. Okay, and but this one, okay, instead of this, let's use enable, which is not west. So that means also this guy will be enable. Save. And if I run this, how we are, name a height is not defined. Okay, I made some mistake. E height. Okay, let's make the change. E height. Okay, where are we? E height. Oh, I change where I wasn't supposed to change. Okay, you come here, you come here. Save. Okay, save. And if I run this, okay, perfect. Now let's change it. Okay, so this guy will come down. Where is height? Okay, this come down, come to row 1. Okay, if I save, if I run, okay, now he's down. So let's come to this guy also. You come also to row 1. Okay, row 1. Okay, everything is down, down, down. Okay, perfect. See, everything is working and everything is almost the same, so nothing changed. So from here, let's keep the way it is. Okay, so just change the names of the variable, and also change here. Okay, instead of a weight, we are going to use height. And for the row, so just keep it row 1, row 1. Those one are on the row 0. These guys will come to the row 1. So that's why we got this result. Okay, something like this. So now let's create another label. Okay, so another label that will be showing the results. For example, if we keep something like this, 78, okay, 1.7. If I calculate, see, let's create this one that will show this result. Okay, so for that, it will be something like this. Let me save, and let's create another label. So this will be a label result. Okay, so I'm just going to use this guy itself, since it's a label. Come here, instead of height, let's change to result. Okay, label result. Okay, label result will be equal something like this. Okay, so this result, okay, instead of entering this guy, okay, so let's give a width for him. Okay, so I'm going to remove this every stuff. Okay, boom, I'm going to use some hyphen here. So let's do something like this, for example. Okay, so like 1, 2, 3 will be enough, and let's keep this height. Okay, but after this, so let's give first width. Okay, width will be equal 5, at least will be enough, comma. Let's keep this height. Okay, for pad X, let's use at least 6 will be enough. Okay, and for pad Y, let's give let's give here more. Okay, pad Y will be equal, at least 12 can be enough. Okay, comma. So let's keep flat. Okay, and for anchor, let's keep okay, let's keep center itself. But for the font, let's change. Okay, let's come here into the font. So instead of 12, let's use 25. Okay, or 26 will be better, but let's keep this one also, Helvetica bold 20 something. So for core, for BJ, let's use 2, and for FG, let's use 1. Okay, something like this. Save. So now we need also to change. Okay, here in the grid. So these guys, they are going is supposed to come down. Okay, let's use row, let's put in row 2. This let's keep here, and let's remove this stickify, we don't need it. Okay, we can remove them. Stickify, bye bye. And for pad Y, let's use at least 20. Okay, we need to put it like a little down. And then for pad X, let's keep 10. Okay, so but now let's use also some column span. Okay, so that it can, since it will be in the middle, it must occupy 2 columns. Okay, so let's say something like that, column, okay, column and column span, okay, will be equal, we want it to expand, okay, to expand, so will be equal to save. And if I run this guy, boom, now we have this. Okay, this is the result. So after that, also we need to create also one label that will be called like a frame result. Okay, so the one that is going to show the number. Okay, so that one, let's change his name. Okay, let be frame so not frame, sorry, but in label result. Okay, but will be result test, so the one that will manipulate to change the number. So it will be also here. Okay, but for this guy, okay, for the test, it can be empty because we don't need to show anything yet. Only when we will calculate, then we will show the result. So for width, let's remove this guy, let's keep at least 37. Okay, for the height, you can keep the way that it is. Let's keep flat also and centered, everything will be there, but we need to change here. Okay, Helvig, let's change this into 12. Okay, and here let's say italic. Okay, instead of bold, let's put it italic. Okay, and for pad X, let's give 10. Maybe can be good. Now I think we don't need pad X because it might be looking ugly, so let's remove these two guys. Okay, oh no, this guy keep, so it's here. Let's remove these two guys, we don't need them. Okay, bye bye. But these ones we can keep. Okay, and for BJ, let's use 3. Okay, and for FJ, let's use 0. Okay, save. And here it's going to be in the row 3, and this can keep here. Okay, for pad Y, let's keep 10. Let's use 10 instead of 20. And for pad X, let's keep this guy. Okay, so for column span also, let's keep 2 columns. Then if we run this guy, save and run, it will be here. Okay, down below. So for example, if I say something, okay, like you are underweight, or you are normal, you are obese, something like that. Let me save this, and if I run, boom, it will be showing here. Okay, so then after this, we need only a bottom here, so that can help us to calculate the thing. So for that, we need to create a bottom. Okay, let this test, let's just keep like this, then we change. So now let's create a bottom. Okay, so for the bottom, okay, let's do something like this. So this style is supposed to be in the top. You come here after the window. Okay, come a little bit and stay here. Okay, so here let's create the bottom. So let's create the bottom here. So let's say B calculate. Okay, calculate. So is a bottom that's going to help us to calculate. Okay, we'll call a bottom will be open. Let's be in the frame. Which frame? In the frame bottom, comma, and oh sorry, I typed by mistake. Okay, so let's give a test for this bottom. Okay, so its test will be equal. Okay, do this, then say calculate. Okay, calculate. Let's give a width of okay, width of 34, comma, and the height. Okay, height of 1, comma. Okay, and come a little down. Come a little down. Okay, test. So after that, let's say over. Okay, over relief. Okay, over relief will be equal solid. It's like, no, if we go with the mouse on top of it, above it, okay, it will be change style to solid. Okay, so for BJ, okay, let's use core 2, comma. For FG, yes, let's use, okay, and core 1 will be better. Oh, sorry, core 1, comma, okay, enter. And let's use a font style. Okay, so let me just copy this guy. Okay, copy, come here, and I just need to paste here. Okay, for the font, let's use the same font, Helvetic. Okay, but will be 12, but instead of italic it will be bold. Okay, bold. Okay, and for anchor also we need anchor, so let's say anchor, sorry, anchor will be equal. Okay, anchor will be equal, let's say center will be good. Okay, it's good if it keep in the center. Okay, center, save. Then after that, okay, let's say b calculate. Okay, b calculate will be dot. Now let's use a grid system again. Okay, so for that, let's just copy this guy. Let's reuse this, copy, come here and paste. Okay, so instead of row 3, it go to row 4. Let's keep this guy and let's keep a little down. Let's go to 20. This will be 10 and column span to 2 also. Okay, save in the error. If I run this, I got some error. Button, it's not M, it's N, button. Save and then run. Boom, now we have it. Okay, so we have the button. Okay, I have my button. If I click, it will calculate the thing. Perfect. So now we just finished the design of the calculator. Okay, so now the thing that we have to do now is the logic part. Okay, so that's where we have to create a function, that function that will help us to calculate everything. Okay, so for that we are going to do something like this. Okay, so we'll come here near to the app name. Okay, here. Okay, so below this guy. Okay, let's comment here. Let's comment. Let me close this a little bit. Close here. Let's comment something like that. Okay, function to calculate BMI. Function to calculate BMI. Okay, so now we are going to do something like that. Okay, def calculate def calculate will be open and close. Come here, boom. Okay, so oops, I did a mistake. Come here. Okay, perfect. So let's use a try except. Okay, so in case we get any error, so that we can know how to manipulate the things. So let's say something like that. Okay, try dot, and let's say something like that. Okay, weight. So we need the weight of the person. Okay, so we need to get this weight of the person. Okay, so let's say weight will be float. Okay, float. So from where we are going to get this weight? We are going to get this weight from the entry weight. Okay, so it will be e. Okay, e weight dot get. Okay, so get is the function that we use to get the things from the entry with get. Okay, so after that, we need also the height. Okay, so it's the same thing. So height we are going to get from the height entry. Okay, will be float. So we need to convert this into floats because everything that is getting by the widgets, okay, from the widgets is considered as a string. So that's why we need to convert this into float or integer in case if you need integer numbers. So this will be e height dot get. Okay, open and close. So the form is like that. Okay, so the form is to calculate the BMI. Okay, we use a form. So that form is like a weight. Okay, weight divided by height into power 2. Okay, by height into power 2. So the form is like that, weight divided by height into power 2. So like this we are going to do. Okay, so height will be equal. Okay, equal the number of the height into power of 2. Okay, so in Python this is how we give power to a number. Okay, into power of 2. So then after that we are going to create one variable called result. Okay, result. So this result, okay, is going to be weight, okay, divided by height. Okay, because this height here is like into power of 2. Okay, save. So this way we have our result. Okay, so after that, let's say except dot except value error. Okay, in case we gave a wrong number. Okay, except value error. okay, dot, you will do something like that, okay. You will print, okay, enter a valid number, okay, enter a valid number, okay, perfect, save. And if I run this, nothing's gonna happen, okay. So now we have to connect this function with this bottom, okay. So for that we need to do something like this. So name of my function is calculate. I have to come here into this bottom, okay. So let's give a little spaces and say command, okay, command will be equal calculate, okay, comma, this way, save. And if I run this now, okay, for example, if I click on this, check here, okay, if I click on this, okay, check here, if I click on this, boom, it said enter a valid number, okay. So it's like we are getting error, this one is being executed. But if I give a number, for example, like 78, and this guy, if I click, boom, nothing's gonna happen, okay, because I didn't print the result. But let me print the result, okay. So let's say something like that, print, open and close, what, result, print result, save. Now let's run again, come a little bit here, okay, and let's give at least 79, and let's give 1.5, okay. If I click calculate, boom, it gives me some number, okay. So now instead of showing here, we have to show these numbers here, okay. We have to show everything here. So for that, let's do something like this first, okay, because we know there is some condition that we need to apply first, okay, to check if a person is underweight, okay, because this is a BMI calculator. So we have to check if a person is underweight, if it is in the normal weight, if it is overweight, or if it is obesity, okay. So for that we need to create some kind of condition. So those conditions is something like this, okay. So let me come here, let's say something like that, if result, okay, if result, okay, is less than 18.5, okay, dot, is going to say something like that, okay. Let's say print, open close, what's going to print, you or your, okay, your BMI is, okay, your BMI is dot, let's say underweight, this way, okay, underweight. Sorry, I speak Portuguese, okay, so sometimes to write those words in English is very complicated for me. Underweight, okay, this way, perfect. So let's say again, elif, okay, result, okay, is less or than 24.9, okay. Do this, is going to say print, okay. It's kind of the same message, just let me copy this, boom, come here, do this and paste it, is normal, okay, this is for the normal, perfect. Again, elif, so let me copy this elif again, come here, boom. Let's say elif result is 29.9 again, it will say your BMI is overweight. So if it's weight, so I just need to copy this guy and come here, paste, instead of under, let's say overweight, okay. Then we are going to have the last condition will be else, okay. If it is above this, else is going to say, okay, it's going to say print, open and close, your BMI, come here, open close, your BMI is obesity, this way, okay, obesity, save, okay. Then we need to print the result also, come here, let's say print, open and close, what we need to print, we need to print the result, okay. So let's do something like that, okay. Print what? Print the result. So let's say let's use f string, okay, that, okay. And okay, I think we don't need f string, we can just use the format string, okay. We can say something like this, and dot, dot 2, okay, f, because we want to format this number. Then let's say dot to format open close. What you want to format? The result. Okay, the result. Save. Now let's run this and check. Boom. Okay, let's say something. If I click here, enter valid number. Okay, let's enter valid number. 78 is the weight person of the 8 is the weight of the person. 1.5 is the height of the person. So if I click here, boom, it said your BMI is obesity. Okay, this is the BMI 34. Okay, so the condition is working. So instead of this, let's say 70. Calculate. Your BMI is obesity 31. And okay, if this guy was 7, if I click, your BMI is normal 24. Okay, so it's working. So now instead of showing here, let's show those things here. Okay, so for that, just let's do something like that. So we need to show the result. So the result is supposed to be in the result test. Okay, into this frame, into this one. So instead of showing this, let's remove this guy. Okay, let's copy this guy, come here. So here, instead of painting this, okay, we are going to do something like this. Okay, remove this guy. No, you can come here, you can come here, you can come here, you can come here. Okay, so let's remove them and let's say something like, okay, L results. Okay, open and close. Let's say, what do we want to change? We want to change the test property. Okay, then will be equal. Okay, your BMI is blah blah blah, those ones. Okay, remove this, remove this also, remove this also, remove this also. Perfecto. If I save and if I run, let's check if it's working or not. 78 1.2, hey, only 1 meter and 2. Okay, if I click, then you say your BMI is obesity. Okay, but now is this guy is shown here, is supposed to show here. So for that, let's do the same thing. Okay, almost the same thing. So let's copy this guy, test, come here. Instead of printing here, okay, you bye bye, you also bye bye, and you stay. So let's paste that guy here. Let's say equal. So but this is not the result test, but it's supposed to be the result. So let's remove this test. Okay, it's supposed to be this one result. Okay, so remove that guy and keep like this and execute, and boom, now we have this. Okay, 78 1.3, I run, boom, it's showing here. Okay, so but now let's give a wrong number here, blah blah. If I calculate, boom, say enter a valid number. So this one is supposed to show here, and this one is not supposed to show anything. So for that, let's do something like this. We are going to need this guy. Okay, here, stay here, and we are going to need also this guy. Okay, come here and stay here. Okay, so for this guy, the first one is you come here, bye bye, and stay here. Perfect. And here, instead of showing all those things, you just need to show nothing. 1 2 3, something like this. Okay, so this print we don't need anymore. Bye bye, save. And if I run this, boom, enter your height. Okay, 78 and 1.3. If I calculate, boom, is working. Okay, so now let's give a wrong number here, blah blah blah. Okay, if if I calculate, boom, say it said enter a valid number. Okay, nothing is shown, and boom. Okay, perfect. So now we finish our BMI calculator in Python Tkinter. Okay, so if you like this project, please give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will keep also the link of the same project, okay, in the description of the video. Okay, so my name is João. Welcome to the Py Beginners, and support me if you want. Okay, I will keep the link also so that I can keep posting more video, more project, because I'm really planning to give you guys a really good projects in Python, even projects involving AI and a lot of stuff. Okay, so if you guys want me to keep on this work, please support the channel, give a like to the channel, and bye bye, see you soon.